And welcome to Hogwarts Legacy. I hope you're all doing well out there. I do apologise for the previous sit, but it wasn't shown that I was live, and it doesn't appear that it's still doing so now. Right, well anyway, just quickly while I try and make sure, it has said that I am live here on YouTube, but on the PlayStation, but I think it's YouTube just doing its usual thing of not let's go back. So now it's showing that I'm live. Right, so I do apologise for that. What it was doing, it was showing that I was some bizarre reason it was showing my friend was live, but not me. Right, but I am actually up and running, so I will quickly change the title of the video. So anyway, so yesterday, what we did in the live stream yesterday is we went and did the Sebastian Sallow quest that I actually inadvertently started in the previous stream on Monday. But as you can see, if you actually look here, I am actually here in my new shop that I own with my I will say manager, because that's what she is doing. She's Penny is actually managing the shop for me, but we did the haunted Hogsmeade shop PlayStation exclusive, and I will say I did totally and utterly thoroughly enjoyed it a lot. So I hope that you get to the chance to watch it, or if you have a chance, you do watch it, because I have to say, it for me, when I played the game or played the quest, it really got me pumping basically, and as I did at the time, congratulated Avalanche on it. So today, which is, and the reason I'm taking so long is because we are going to be doing the it's all gobbledygook main quest. And also, as you can see from on the screen there, it says attend Beast Class Day during the day, which means that I actually completed that part of the assignments I needed to do for that. So I will be doing that in just a moment. Would help if I could actually spell gobbledygook. It's all gobbledygook main story. Okay, so that hopefully I'm sorry about this. Unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of presetting this. Although I will say I have discovered something that I can do that in the near future. So what I'm going to be doing is actually investigating that next week, because like most things, it will cost money. Right, I'm not going to put a recording date for today just yet, because it's right. Okay. Right, so I can get into this now. So yeah, if you, while I'm thinking of it, if you get the chance to, certainly see the previous stream with the haunted Hogsmeade shop, then let me know in the comments what you actually thought of it. But for now, this is what the shop looks like now, completed, and I decided to call it Stitches and Drafts, because obviously it's actually clothes I'm mainly giving to Penny to do. So now we're just going to go back to Hogwarts, do that class, and then we're going to go and do the gobbledygook. So yeah, let's just go directly there rather than faff around. Right, so this should just kick us straight off into it.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
I love the fact that they're literally already gone.
I can't say I'm terribly fond of all the dung in this class.
I'm a bit surprised as to how after you said that. Yeah, I see you watching me the way you look at me after the last argument we had.
I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead.
I was actually watching.
Nice steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
I was watching Harry Potter's theory today, and he was talking about the three unforgivable casts.
Well done.
Oh, I've just
Now,
learned another.
let us put it into practice, shall we? Go
So-
ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
So, apart from Avada Kedavra, which I was about to mention, I have learned all the. Right, so Bombarda. So yeah, he was.
Bombarda.
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
So the Exploding Charm Bombardier is a heavy damage spell that causes an explosive blast in a large area. Okay. Oh, we can actually talk to her. I haven't done much talking to Professor Hallows.
Professor, might I have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
I was wondering what inspired your interest in magical beasts.
Are you considering some sort of profession in the field?
I haven't decided quite yet, but I do find magical beasts fascinating.
You do seem to engage well with the beasts in class. I believe that when choosing a path, particularly of a scholarly nature, one must take into account both one's enthusiasm for a particular subject, as well as how one may best serve the students to whom one is obligated to both inspire and teach.
Of course, Professor. When did your path become clear?
I recall it quite vividly. It was the summer between my 6th and 7th years. I read in the Prophet about a wizard who'd been selling alchemy eggs and disappeared in the mountains near my home. I knew of the alchemy, of course, from my studies, but they are native to lands east of here, such as India. I wondered if it was possible that an alchemy could be so nearby. Hence, I went to find it.
Seems quite a challenge finding an alchemy in the mountains.
It was. After a few days, during which my parents grew increasingly annoyed at my absence, I found what little remained of the wizard egg trader. He was near a tree hollow. And there, inside, was a nest with 7 silver alchemy eggs.
What did you do with them?
Nothing. Beasts are to be valued for what they can provide for wizard kind. Protective clothing, potion ingredients, even wand cores. Only poachers see the value in ending a beast's life for galleons. I left the eggs alone. I hid. And moments later, the beast flew right over my head. Breathtaking. She then seemed to all but disappear as she shrunk to fit into the hollow.
That sounds incredible.
Indeed. I knew in that moment that I needed to understand all that I could about beasts and ensure that wizard kind learned to benefit properly from them. Now, I trust that I have answered your question. You would do well to continue your study of beasts, regardless of your chosen path. Beasts and all that they provide will vastly improve your life, and perhaps one day even save it.
I shall remember that, Professor. Thank you.
Right, okay, now that we've done that beast class, we are going to do It's All Gobbledygook, the main storyline. And so let's just highlight it. I do need to do this as well with Deke in the Room of Requirement, but I will try and do that afterwards. I do believe that we may need to do this actually to get to the final trial, I'm not sure. But let's do It's All Gobbledygook. And right. Seems quite high up, but appears to be the highest I can go. I think I do have to talk to Amit. Because he's the only one that has expressed he can speak gobbledygook. And in the actual owl that was sent by Lodgok, he asked us to bring somebody that can speak it. And of course, naturally, this is the only place he's going to be. Yes, here he
Hello
is.
there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Right.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me. Being self-taught and all.
Okay.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Okay, so let's go and meet. Oh, hang on. Ah, I've completed all my assignments. Right, anyway, let's go and meet Lodgok, who I think pretty much by now is, we can safely say, is going to be quite a good friend. I think I'm going to have to go there because it's the nearest flue flame I've got. I'll have to do some, activate some of these flue flames, I think.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I do apologise there.
These rocks have seen better days.
So, I think once we've done this, this should lead to the Neve. Oh, I wonder if I should do this while we can.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Not so tricky
Right.
after all, Merlin.
I needed to do that because I needed to complete the, get some more slots for the gear. I will say, I know this is the only element of the mere mention of Merlin, other than them constantly saying Merlin's beard a lot. It does kind of well, it's kind of tiresome that we're having to do so much. Top of the class cloak. Actually, do you know what? While we're here, I'm going to. So I do actually have. Oh, wrong one. I do actually have my. Actual house fanatic robe there, so we'll wear that for a little while. Right, let's make sure I press the right button again this time. Right,
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
just seen another Merlin troll there. Anyway, let's speak to Lodgok, because that's what we're here for. The main story quest. Hello, Lodgok.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrok with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrok. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrok care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrok was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrok knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrok. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Okay. I know what he means about the door, so I'm not going to ask him.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
So basically what he wants...
See you soon.
Okay. We'll see you soon, Lodgok. Yes, what he's indicating is he wants us to use our invisibility spell, which we can do. Oh, I need to hide first. Actually, before I do that, let's get this moonstone.
The door is looking at us.
I didn't realise the door was that close, to be honest. Right, so to answer your question, the only spell I need left to learn now is actually Avada Kedavra. I've got everything else, so if you look there, because I actually just got Bombarda not long ago, which gave me the spell master trophy, I believe it was. But you don't actually get it for learning the dark or the unforgivable curses. But as you can see, I have learnt these two. So there is a chance I will be learning that. Right, so I think you'll probably remove the...
Books so rarely
Yep, we
prepare
did.
one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Incendio workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
So, I'm interested to know, for those that you're watching, and welcoming those that have joined, there's a theory that's been put out in the last week or so on YouTube that the role of Amit as a Ravenclaw companion was actually taken out, or sort of like, what's the word I'm looking for? So basically his role was lowered from that of main companion like Sebastian, Poppy and that.
I've read about minds like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
One less human to worry
Clever. Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
Right, I want to try using
Watch your step round here.
oh, he looked right at us and ignored us.
Matter of time till Ranrok sets things right. Easily diverted.
Well, there goes my element of surprise. Oh. He was so quiet, I didn't actually realise he was still.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Oh, it's another one of those eye things. Can we just out of
Being
interest?
watched by a door.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Right, I just want to this because this. No, we definitely can't go up there. Okay. I wonder if that actually right, okay, so there's nothing up there to go up there for. It was worth the try, and I do apologise for wasting some time. I'm actually thinking it might have something to do with that there though, Because there's a doorway up there I've
like a
seen.
character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Yeah, we're trying to do the element of surprise here, Amit.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
Seems awfully quiet in here. I've seen some of them up above, so is there anything else here before?
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Empty-handed, or? Oh, I could have. I'm guessing we could have actually come down this way. Right, this is going to be.
I will make you pay.
So I'll make you pay, but yet you can't even see us.
What was that? Not your best moment, I fear.
Incendio.
No, I didn't want to do that.
I shall avenge your death.
Accio.
This is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex
Revelio.
than I had expected.
Accio.
Right, okay, so on. Oh, he just said another boiler, didn't he? So.
Incendio. Accio.
Oh, did that just open something? Isn't this it's like the way we came in? Right, let's go back on it because I don't think.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not
Yeah.
right now.
Lumos!
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
I wouldn't have said it was that dark to have used that, but I just want to go back this way quickly.
Revelio.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Oh, he actually followed me in. So that, I think that's a bit, because he doesn't, the other, well, the Sebastian and that, they don't tend to follow you in these little side bits. Oh, no, I can't take any more Wiggenweld potion.
Revelio.
So, oh, yeah. See, it's just when I did come back because I didn't pick this up.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Right, so I think the way forward is definitely over this way.
Revelio.
I'm hoping it's this way because there was an area that I didn't actually go up. Yeah, I think it is. I can see a load of... I don't think there's sneaking any around in this bit.
Not quiet enough. I won't rest.
Accio.
What an unfortunate disappointment!
No! I will make you sad.
Oh, Mandrake, Mandrake. I have one.
Incendio.
Just thinking that myself actually. Seems to be an awful lot. I can't take that, I've already got too many.
Revelio.
Right, so that is clearly our next destination, but there's got to be another boiler here somewhere. Oh, that was a complete waste of time. Amit, we need to disappear quickly.
Why did it sneaking about? You'll see.
Revelio.
Aha.
Incendio. Accio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Okay. Right, I'm sure there's a reason for that, but I'm not quite sure what. I'm guessing we've got to go back the way we came. Oh, do you know? Just go here.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
There's something else down there I think we've missed.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Revelio.
Oh, I think that's just some I think I came out the wrong way. Right, so this was... Yeah, so let's go this way because it's the only way we can go. Right, sorry. In fact, you know what? I wonder if I can go back up there and actually clamber back up. I didn't realise I shouldn't have jumped down, but when he said the lift, I thought we were going the right way. No, right, well we came in this way, so we should be able to get out this way. I think I'm going to have to come back at some point, because I don't think I completed this entire mine.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Sounds like it said achoo. Right, where is Lodgok? Over there.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I wonder if they will actually produce a book. Right.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrok must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrok was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrok murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrok, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrok never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrok learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrok knows. Watch for my owl.
Wow, that was quite a powerful piece of story there. Right, so I'll be interested to know now if that will activate the next part of the quest.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Is this going to be one of those?
I
see.
Professor Fitz.
Oh, I'll be weak, it's fine.
My next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
Where's the...
Revelio.
Oh, there it is. I think I can guess more or less where this is going.
This looks intriguing. Accio.
Come on.
Accio. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Right, okay. So let's go to Hogsmeade. Is that a secret thingy here?
Accio.
Right, sorry, just bear with me, I'll be right back.
It is wonderful to see you back here. Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrok's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do. Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle, and I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrok clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrok.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Professor, a moment of your time. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Gareth! Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago. Muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
Headmaster, here, what could he want?
Mr. Gaunt! Where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes! Mixed with, bubo tuber pus makes a fine, mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's. I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children!
And he's coming this way.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrok's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I can never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Ahem. Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the elegant banners of Ravenclaw. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever. Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The Polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade.
Hello, Hamora.
To approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Revelio. The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio. Revelio. That must be the pedestal. Am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Free by now.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. I need to time this just right. Best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead. Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them. Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Close. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. Now's my chance. way forward. Can this be? I think I'm invisible. They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
Outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Such power.
Depulso. Descendo. Bombarda. Defendo. Descendo. Defendo. Depulso. Depulso. Defendo. Bombarda. Depulso. Stupid one. Defender. Stupid one. Descendo. Defender. Defender. Bombarda. Descendo. Bombarda. Stupid one. Defender. Bombarda. Defender. Descender. Support. Potato. Bombarda. Bombarda. Defender. Depulse. Potato. Descendo. Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda. Protego. Defender. Bombarda. Revelio.
Stone. This must be for me.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it is.
She's gone.
Dear, sweet Neve.
Neve. May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
But you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Revelio.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Fitzgerald.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrok has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, The knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrok has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrok. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcroft as soon as you can.
Revelio.